guys, hey, so today is Tuesday, and I am hanging out in front of my computer, and I'm about to sign into WoW, but I believe it's down for maintenance. So y'all who play will know, you know, how I feel about all that. But I'm not sure. So that's not the point, obviously, of my video. No. So I really wanted to come on here and talk about grief. I also wanted to talk about friendship. I wanted to talk about support. I wanted to talk about things that are actually important. Because it is when your life is in shambles when you really learn who's really there for you, who loves you the most, who is standing behind you, who is willing to wait for you. We've all gone through really hard things in life, obviously. You know, some people it's death, some people it's divorce, some people it's the, you know, loss of children, you know, all kinds of horrible disappointment in life. And it's all about how we perceive it, and it's all about how we actually deal with it. I choose, and this is just who I am, I choose to deal with a lot of my stuff by trying to deal with it in therapy instead of trying to deal with it by shoving cakes into my face hole. Because that is what my preferred method of healing is, shoving massive amounts of pastry and or sugar into my face meats at all possible moments of the day, which is not conducive to me not being 500 pounds again. So we already tried that method, and it is tried and true because it worked, but it also was killing me. So if you are new to my channel, I make videos quite a few times per week, usually 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes more when I'm a little more put together. This week has not been a very good week for me. I will get into that. Feel free to click likey, subscribey down there in the likey, subscribey thing. You ain't new to YouTube. You know how to do it. Do it. So I went and had therapy yesterday, and we talked about how I feel, and I have been feeling really guilty about being so upset about my surgeon saying it's you know, like 85% no. Like, he was pretty much like the way he described, you know, everything when I left on the 13th. He was like, you know, I'm pretty much saying no, but I will leave that door, you know, like you've got your toe in the door, and he's like, but I don't want to get your hopes up because I really don't think it's going to happen. So, you know, he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes. So I have been feeling super guilty about being whiny and complaining and depressed over my situation, and some people won't understand, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, pull your shit together. What the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you crying for? You know, why are you depressed? You gotta, you know, oh, it's not so bad. Life is, and that's great and wonderful if that's how you deal with things, but not everybody is the same. And what I really learned last night in therapy is I don't have to be okay if I don't want to be. I don't have to pick myself back up immediately and brush myself off, because that's not life. I don't have to pretend on my videos that I'm having a grand old time if I'm not. And I don't want to be a fake person. I don't want to be a fake YouTuber either. I don't want you guys only to see the good things, and, you know, which is what most people do. Most people only give you like a quarter of what's going on in their weight loss journey. And I don't want to be that person. I want, you know, you get the nitty, the gritty, the good, the bad, you know, the ugly. You get it all from me, because I want you guys, I want to be the person that I would want to watch. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I want to be the person that when I click on their video, it's not like, oh yeah, so another great week where she had like 2.5 loss and nothing's ever wrong, you know, and those people are awesome, but you notice that a lot of those people don't make videos every week. Or, they'll talk about like this much of, well, last week I didn't really have a loss. Or last month, I just got real busy. Or they disappear for months at a time. Like, people in the weight loss community, especially in the weight loss surgery community, who have lost a good amount of weight, when they start having regain, because life is going to throw you regain. And if you don't think for 5 seconds that you're not going to have it, you're going to be sorely disappointed in this realm of life. Like, if you don't think that you're ever going to have any regain ever, you're going to be a very disappointed person, and you're going to be very upset when the time comes, because everybody experiences life. Everybody experiences some sort of regain. It doesn't matter how freaking diligent you are. Once you hit maintenance, you have about usually it's about 20 some odd pound bounce back. So once you're in maintenance and you've lost all your body, like mine, my body, this is my maintenance. This is my maintenance. Unfortunately, it's 300 freaking pounds, but I bounce between 300 pounds and 320. So it is a 20-pound maintenance. You will bounce in between, ebb and flow, in and out of, 20 some odd pounds. Now, I'm not saying you can't gain more than that, because lots of people have. But typically, if you're doing what you're supposed to, your body gets comfortable, and, you have periods, you eat a lot of salt one day, you have, you decide to go hog wild and go to Vegas and start eating buffets. I don't know what you're doing. What I'm saying is that if you think that life is just going to be picture perfect after weight loss surgery, if you think that nothing ever bad is going to happen to you, and you're never going to pick up a cupcake again, and you're never going to have a bite of ice cream, and you're never going to eat a bag of chips in the middle of the night sitting in your closet with a flashlight playing stuff in your phone. Well, maybe not most of you. Anyway, so if you think that life is just going to be roses after weight loss surgery, I got another thing to tell your ass. No. So yeah, it is hard work. This is hard work. Life is hard work. Keeping off 200 pounds is hard frickin' work. I'd like to say that this was easy and I loved it, and but I can't. And it's okay to be upset. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to not have a good day, week, month, 2 months, 5 months, a year. It's okay. It's all right. What's not okay is when you hide it, and when you pretend that everything's great, and when you only give people a little bit about it, because then you don't have anybody here to support you. You don't have anybody in the background cheering you on. You don't have anybody to talk to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you pretend life is amazing and butterflies and rainbows and puppy farts, and then you falter, you're faltering alone. And this is my community, and we do this together. Like, my community is my backbone. I support you guys, and you guys support me, and I need that. That's how I personally feel about it. And I got on a weird tangent, and sorry about that, because that's not what I came on here specifically to talk about. I went to my therapist, and we talked about, yeah, it's okay. It's going to be all right for me to just fall the fuck apart for a bit. That's all I can do. Like, I have to be able to fall apart and then put back the pieces in a new order. It's like a puzzle. Like, I have to be able to put myself back together in a way that's going to work, because I was counting on something, planning for something, and it's probably not going to happen. So now I need to reconfigure my life again, and that's okay, because this is what humans do. We're the only people who really, after devastation, after loss, after grief, have to rebuild who we are. So right now, I'm in limbo. I need him to tell me yes or no. I have mostly a no on my forehead, a big canceled stamp on my face. But there is that one little toe in the door of maybe he'll say yes, or maybe he has figured something else out, And of course, when I go and see him, whenever that's going to be, I'm going to rebuttal him a bajillion times and offer, you know, all other things. And that is a stage of grieving. That's bargaining, you know. I could be angry, I could be sad, I can be, you know, but eventually I'm going to have to accept it. There are 5 stages of grief, and that's what me and SJ were talking about the other day. You know, there are 5 stages of grief, and I have to go through them all before I can heal. So it's not going to be fast. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be tomorrow. I'm not going to be like, oh, everything's great, never mind. That's not, I can do this. It's cool. Is it now? It's good. No, I was no. That's awesome. No, I'm not going to be that way. So if that's what you're expecting here on my channel for probably the next good long while, is, you know, happy-go-lucky Nirvana, you're not going to get it for a bit. I'm sorry. Until I could put back the pieces to where they make fucking sense, until I can put myself back together and start feeling like I have this. My videos are not going to be what you want to watch, because they're going to be real, and they're going to be honest, and they're going to be full of pain, and I'm going to show it all to you, because that's what I do. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it is okay to falter. It is okay to be hurt. It is okay to accept things are not the way you wanted them to be, that things are not going the way you want to, and it's okay to gain a little weight, and it's okay as long as you know that you have to put yourself back together in whatever form it may be. You have to get back up. You have to continue. You can't just sit down and say, well, I'm done. You know, the whatever happened didn't fix, and, you know, I'm done. I'm not going to try anymore, because that's not an option either. So I leave for my vacation. I'm looking forward to it. There'll be many, many, many videos, and I will probably be very, very happy, because I'm with my one of my best friends ever. But she knows me, and she knows how I'm feeling, and she knows that I don't have to pretend with her, and that's a real friend. A real friend will support you and love you and care for you even when you're down and out. And they're not like, well, yesterday you were depressed, last week you were depressed, pull your shit together, get over it. Because that's not how people work. That's not how my brain works. I mean, I don't know, maybe some of you are superwoman or superman and can just be like, okay, well, that sucked ass, okay, on to the next thing. Well, that ain't me. That ain't, So I will be very happy to answer questions when I know more. I did want to come on here and explain a few things that I saw in my comment section. I read every single solitary comment, and this is how I talk to you guys. I answer things the best I can through video. Right now my nails are hella long, and typing with them is no bueno. But that's not just it. You guys already know me by now. You know that I'm not much of a typer person. I'm more of a talky person. This is how I prefer to chat. I'm more of a verse. Otherwise, I'm typing forever, and you know. So for right now, and I always go back. So before you think I'm never going to answer any of your comments, I always go back when I'm less squirrel. And when I'm nowhere near as depressed, I go back and start commenting and you know, telling you guys what's up. But until then, I can do this and answer some of your questions, and hopefully, you know, you guys know that I love you to pieces, and I love all the support and all the messages and all the comments. I read every single one of them. I cry with almost 90% of them. You know, but I will write you back when I'm in a better headspace. So, somebody asked if I could just have the normal VSG, and I wanted to talk about that for a minute. I have a gastric bypass. In order to give me a VSG, they would have to reverse my gastric bypass, which is something that they cannot do lightly. So that's the part of the surgery he didn't want to give me for my duodenal switch, because that's the one where he has to start messing with my pouch and he has to start messing more with my intestines. He said that the DS part of it's not really that big a deal, but the vertical sleeve gastrectomy part of it is a big deal. So no, I cannot have just a vertical sleeve. And he also said that for somebody like me, it's not a matter of restriction, losing weight, which we found with the band. Now, I had ridiculous restriction with my band, to the point I was vomiting all the time. So I was malnourished, I guess is what we put it, where I was barely getting in food per day, because most of it I was vomiting back up. So we've already seen that it's not a matter really of just restriction. It's a matter of my body is a super absorber. So what he describes it as is that I probably have more intestines than most people. And when they do the RNY and the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, they do not measure your intestines. So when they go in for the gastric bypass, they measure an amount thinking that you're mostly a normal person, and they don't really bother to fuck with the rest of it because most people don't need that. He believes for me and my symptoms and everything that's happened with me that I'm a super absorber, which means that I have more intestines than most people, and that is why I haven't been able to lose it all. Well, not that and all the freaking Jesus Lord, all the complications I've had, but for the most part, he thinks that I absorb or have absorbed more than most people. So that's what I'm dealing with. I don't know what is going to happen, guys. I don't know. The Rose procedure for me, again, the pouch that I have, the gastric bypass pouch that I have is very thin and delicate. So them going in there is dangerous. Again, you are asking for something that, you know, is how to put it, I'm asking for something that could very well give me a gastric leak and very well make me very, very sick. So that is another no-go in his opinion. He doesn't want to do anything to my pouch because of the band and how it scar tissue and all the other stuff. He really does not want to mess with that unless he's rebuilding it into a sleeve. So that is where I'm at. I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from. I hope this damn video made sense. The only thing in my head that might not have made much sense is my comments back and forth. So if you were new to my channel and you've commented or left me a message or something like that, I typically never respond immediately, ever. I like to read stuff, think about it, either make a video explaining what you've asked me, or I come back like a week or two later, and when I've sponged and processed and researched whatever you've asked me or done, and then I go back and comment. So I wanted to make that clear because I think what I said might not have made much sense, and you'd be like, the hell? I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope what I said today helped somebody else. I hope that you guys will stick around and support me continuously. I will still be making videos. I'll still be working out, still be doing what I do. And I will talk to you probably, I'm going to say Thursday, because I'll be shooting some of the airport, meeting Michelle and everything like that. So I'll probably talk to you sometime Thursday night. I love you. Bye.